Welcome to my views on news, another video for you. Firstly, Tigray regional government just a few minutes ago released a new statement about the ongoing conflict. The statement mentions drone strikes, Tigray's offer of peace and some other points. Secondly, Chinese special envoy to the Horn of Africa has held a meeting with Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean ruler. China held a regional conference on peace and stability in the Horn of Africa in Addis Ababa a few weeks ago, but Eritrea did not attend that summit, regional summit. Can this meeting between a Chinese special envoy and Isaias Afwerki lead towards some progress towards a peaceful solution to Tigray Ethiopia Eritrea conflict? Thirdly, viewers, we know that Ethiopian National Defense Force has started new recruitments. How is public response? Are lots of Ethiopian youth, boys and girls, interested in joining Ethiopian National Defense Force? We have some pictures for you from DASI. Firstly, viewers, Tigray regional government released a new statement today. Just a few minutes ago, through its public relations bureau, Tigray government spoke. The statement is firstly about intensified air campaign targeting major Tigray cities. Civilians are definitely dying, targets are being hit, but civilians are dying too. In the previous video, I informed you about two drone strikes on Getachew house conducted on Wednesday. Getachew remained safe, but 10 civilians were killed. We saw a drone strike on DWTV's station in Mekelle. So targets are being hit, but civilians are dying too. Tigray government in its statement today offered condolences to the families of those who have been killed in these airstrikes and drone strikes. Tigray government says that Isaias Afwerki and Abiy have launched a genocidal campaign against Tigray, and people of Tigray, government of Tigray will defend territories of Tigray. The government is urging the people to remain united. Only through unity can this onslaught be countered, says Tigray government. Last point of this statement is very important, where Tigray government is again making offer of peace. Almost a week ago, Tigray offered peace by announcing cessation of hostilities, but Ethiopian government did not respond positively. Before that, we know that several meetings were held in Djibouti between Tigray and Ethiopian government representatives. And there some verbal agreement was reached, nothing was signed, and then the two sides returned to Mekelle and Addis Ababa, and after that Tigray announced cessation of hostilities and Ethiopian government intensified air operations. Since then, dozens of airstrikes and drone strikes have been conducted across Tigray and on TDF positions in the Amhara region as well. No reply from Ethiopian government about Tigray's offer of cessation of hostilities. Tigray reiterated its position today that it is ready to resolve this conflict through dialogue. So this is second time that Tigray is offering cessation of hostilities. Tigray says no matter what it takes, Tigray is ready to resolve this conflict through dialogue, through negotiations. Tigray wants peace, but no signs of any reciprocation from Ethiopian government, which wants to weaken Tigray Defense Force, which wants to weaken Tigray People Liberation Front. Maybe after that talks could start. Overall, we can sum up that Tigray Defense Force, Tigray People Liberation Front are under pressure, definitely under pressure. They're trying to hold on to their gains in Wollo, they're trying to defend Tigray. Now, from all directions, drones, jets are bombarding Tigray. So, it's a difficult situation for the Tigray government because it's difficult to govern when strikes are being conducted on Mekelle on daily basis. Tigray president's office was bombarded too a few days ago. So, it's difficult to govern Tigray. If this goes on, how will Tigray regional government govern the area, the region? Unity is needed. People could turn against Tigray regional government, against TPLF. That is why we have seen the statement, such statements in the past few days as well. Again and again, Tigray government is calling for unity. That through unity only this onslaught by ENDF and EDF can be countered. Will Ethiopian government respond to this second offer of peace from Tigray government? That remains to be seen. ENDF supporters would say that now when TDF is on the back foot, it is offering peace. When TDF is in a strong position, it starts offensives in neighboring regions. That is what happens when warring factions have advantage. They like to prolong their military advance, but when they are at a disadvantage, when they are suffering losses, they offer peace. It happens. Let's see how this conflict progresses. Secondly, viewers, Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki today held a meeting with Chinese Special Envoy to the Horn of Africa, Zui Bing, held a meeting with Isaias Afwerki. You can see some pictures on your screen. Horn of Africa is now full of special envoys. US has a special envoy here, Mike Hammer. China special envoy, Zui Bing. EU special envoy, Annette Weber. UK special envoy as well. France also appointed a special envoy for the Horn of Africa. So Horn of Africa is full of special envoys and still there is no peace. All special envoys are working to protect their country's interests. There is a battle, diplomatic battle, but so far US seems to be yielding some sort of influence to have an impact on this conflict in terms of a resolution. Mike Hammer succeeded in bringing the two parties to table, but at the table talks could not succeed. Can Zui Bing play a role? Can China play a role in the resolution of this conflict? Chinese special envoy is in touch with Eritrea, with Ethiopian federal government, but not with TPLF, not with Tigray regional government. We have not seen any visible engagement between Chinese special envoy and Tigray regional government. That is why it's difficult to say which role China can play to resolve this conflict. Lastly, viewers, Ethiopian National Defense Force has started a recruitment campaign. New boys and girls are being recruited. Question is, are people interested in joining Ethiopian National Defense Force? Tigray-backed news sources claim that thousands of ENDF fighters have been taken prisoner and tens of thousands have been killed on different fronts, and ENDF is demoralized. So, are people interested in joining ENDF? People want to join Ethiopian National Defense Force. Whether it is due to unemployment or it is due to love for their country, but they are flocking to recruitment centers. We have some pictures for you. The pictures are from Dasi city of the Amhara region. where recruitment campaign of Ethiopian National Defense Force is underway. You would see that there are hundreds there who want to join Ethiopian National Defense Force. Have a look at these pictures. From DASI Recruitment Center of Ethiopian National Defense Force. You can see here. It could be due to unemployment as well. There's poverty. People don't know how to make both ends meet. So they want some sort of employment. It's not that it's just due to the love of the country. It could be due to unemployment too. That youth want to join ENDF because they don't have other opportunities in private and public sectors for a job. So in terms of manpower, I have been saying ENDF will have no problem. Yes, it takes time to train forces, but there are regional forces which could be deployed to fight Tigray fighters. So far, no regional forces have been deployed. From Oromia, from Somali region, Somali special force could be deployed as well. So manpower is not a problem for Ethiopian National Defense Force. Yes, you can argue about the capabilities of ENDF that they're not fully trained. But same can be said about Tigray fighters as well. Are they fully trained? Conscription was seen in Tigray, in Eritrea as well. All sides are just recruiting whoever can be found to be recruited. Boys, girls of all ages, they are being trained for a few weeks and then sent to front lines. Viewers, tens of thousands are dying in this conflict. No side is acknowledging its human loss. Ethiopia is going down. Ethiopian people are suffering. Precious Ethiopian youth is going down the drain. That is what I can say. No one is winning. This war will go on. You'll see. ENDF can capture Mekelle. EDF can capture Mekelle. Will this lead to an end to this war? No. Maybe in a separate video we'll analyze different scenarios. But so far, it's a tragic picture which we are seeing, that tens of thousands on all sides are dying for a meaningless war. Thank you for watching.